Hi, my name is Siva. I run a small 1.8 acre farm here called Fairy Patch Flower Farm, and this is our Dahlia patch. So we have about 2,000 plants with dahlias, over 130 varieties in all colors of the rainbow other than blue. Well, there's no blue in the rainbow, right? Actually, sorry. So this is the, we grow the dahlias for cut flower use mainly. So we have a lot of blush colors for weddings, for florists. We do a bit of wholesale. We sell to a local market for like mason jar arrangements, and we also sell retail to customers who would pick up here at the farm. So the way we support our dahlia plants is with these T-posts at the corners, and we just corral them with some strings that are thick enough to have them last, and we put 2 layers. As they start growing, we put one and then we put the other later on in the season. We also have drip system set up. So we have the beds are about 4 feet wide by 20 to 25 feet long. All the beds are about the same size, so it's easier for us when we move the tape around each year. So we have 3 drip tape in each bed, so each plant will actually get some water from the 3 drip tape.
How close do you plant them, Siva?
I plant them 1 foot apart for most varieties. For the bigger ones like Cafe au lait, I plant 3 rows instead of 4 rows in the 4-foot bed.
So there's 4 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4 rows.
And this variety is corally. So it's there's been a bit of a mix-up of this variety with Castle Drive. I think they look the same, the blooms look the same, and the leaves look different. This one has the serrated edges on the leaves plus the darker stem. So I think this one is corally. What else were we gonna check here? Oh, let's go to that way.
Okay.
So we do not use any chemical pesticide or fertilizer. We mainly grow all the flowers organically. The main thing that we do for growing healthy dahlias is we have good soil. So we usually add a good layer of compost every year at the beginning of the season. For the past, like this season, what we did was we ordered some mushroom compost from Zephyr.
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 Okay,
Zephyr. Yeah.
I'll start from the beginning, or
No,
okay.
keep going.
So we ordered mushroom compost from Zephyr, Pete, located in Zephyr, and the compost has been really good because the mushroom really keep the moisture for the plants when they were small. The other thing we do for like an organic practice is we do not use pesticides. So we do have a lot of pest pressure. We have a lot of Japanese beetles, tarnished plant bugs, leaf hoppers, grasshoppers that eat the bloom. So this is one example. That is a bloom that when it was a bud, it got destroyed by the tarnished plant bug. What they do is they suck out the sap from the bud, and the bud will be deformed like this. So these are not sellable, and that's why we bag all our flowers when they're in like usually before they show colors like this one, we'll start bagging them, and when we're ready to harvest, we just unbag the organza bag like this, and each bloom will be totally free of bug. So this variety we have here is Tahoma Stella Fella. It's a blush white with some pink in the center. Some are more pink than the others. It's a tall plant, very frugivorous, and they have thick petals. So you can actually feel the thickness of the petals. So I find that any blooms with thicker petals, they tend to last way better in the vase. And this variety is Piton Honey. It's got a lovely honeydew color, and it blooms non-stop.
Is that a popular one for you,
Yeah, it is.
Siva? Yeah.
I had one plant last year, so I'm gonna propagate. So I did cuttings, so I have maybe 12. But I gave it to everyone wanted it. I gave away to some friends. So hopefully, oh, this is Jomanda. One Jomanda. So how does it look?
Okay,
Yeah.
so
That's Jomanda. Really similar color as Cornell Bronze.
we were having a little conversation about it because I have either Cornell Bronze or Jamanda, but I see now how dark these stems are, and mine are kind of a little dark, so I still don't know whether I have Jamanda or...
Are your plants tall or short?
They're shorter. I would say taller than that though.
Because my Cornell Bronze are pretty tall. I have some over there too.
Okay, might be Cornell Bronze.
So we have the a new variety for us. We finally got a hold of these peaches and cream that everyone wants. So they're really great with the colors, the soft peach colors, and so far it's been a healthy plant for us. Plus it has pretty long vase life because it slowly opens from this to this, from like this to here. And I find that even the buds like this, they still open indoor.
Ah, and where did you get your peaches and cream?
I got a few from Feeder Flower Farm. My friend Heather, she's in Niagara Falls, and I got 2 more plants from Unicorn Blooms.
Okay.
Oh, and there's the Swan Island tubers. So I really like the Swan Island tubers. They're really healthy, right? Like all of them, all true to variety. That's a good thing. A good reinsurance one I get from Swan Lake.
And what variety is that?
This one is KA Cloud. So this one is actually a smaller, but they were about 7 inches, 8 inches wide for the big ones. And here's a bloom that I did not cover. You can see the difference. When I don't have it covered by the organza bag, this is the insect damage.
And what would have done that?
These likely are Japanese beetles and grasshoppers. Earwigs too. So this one is the other variety of apple blossom, the colored form. So I think most people who want apple blossom want this one instead of the double variety, right?
I think so.
So this variety is Cafe au lait Rose. I got this variety last year, and this is the second year plant, and it does look stable. So it's a very similar form as Cafe au lait, but the darker colors definitely not just like a seasonal variety variation. It's definitely the color of Cafe au lait Rose. Cafe au lait Royal, which is this variety here. So I find this one is not as stable. Sometimes it looks just like the regular Cafe au lait. And we have a regular Cafe au lait here. So they do come in this cream color, and also some are just purple, like this one. This is a regular cafe that's opened up. So this variety is Ferncliff Inspiration. So I love the color because it's a really nice and soft lavender with a slightly lighter center, and the blooms are big. The plant's really healthy. And we have over here Noel. It's almost like a sister of Cafe au lait. It's good for wedding work with its blush color, a little bit more loose petals, and very healthy plants.
Good.
Okay, another one of my favorite is this one called Rebecca's World. So you can see each bloom has different amount of red and white. Sometimes you might get one that is like this. It's all white with just a few white, all red with white petals. And it's a really tall plant. Tons of side buds. I think I have 80 of them. They got a little destroyed by the rain yesterday. But if you would like a lot of cut flowers, this is one of the variety that has really strong long stems. The stems are at least like 2 feet long. So you need the longer stems. This is a perfect cut flower. The only thing about this variety is the bugs love them, so I do have to bag them, otherwise you can see some of the petals got chewed off. So this variety is Ferncliff Spice. I love it. It's nice and small. Looks like it's been dipped in cinnamon. And I love drying these with silica sand. So what I do is when the bloom's fully open like this, I cover the whole bloom in plastic bin with these silica sand for about a week, and they will dry really well. And we have another, like a sister, Ferncliff Bliss. Everyone loves this one. It's a soft yellow with a bit of a pink purple center. So a taller plant. And we have this variety called Cocoa Puff. It's a really miniature ball, and it's perfect for drying in silica as well. So this variety is Chilson's Pride. Nice soft blush pink. Great for wedding work, for bouquets, market bouquets. The one thing I love about them is they open really slowly. So there's a longer window of harvest for these blooms. So this one is Pearl Diver. It's a really cute small ball Dahlia. It has really nice thick petals. I love them in arrangements. So sometimes you need something a bit smaller. And the only thing is they don't, they're not too floriferous. They take up quite some time to have one bloom per plant. Where's Marry Me? I think there's one here that's looking ugly right now.
Okay.
This one is Breakout. A large Dahlia that's almost similar to a Cafe au lait, It's got a bit of pink and yellow, and it does look more yellow right now, later in the season. And then we have Bernadette Castro. This variety is Alpine Sundown. It's a shorter variety, yet it's very floriferous. It blooms non-stop. These pretty nice round blooms. This variety is Senior's Hope. Don't know how it got its name, Senior's Hope. It's a really sought after variety with the darker petals, darker color on the back of the petals. It's a short plant though. This variety is Otto's Thrill. It's not that tall of a plant, but has huge blooms with a little bit of yellow, pink.